Happy St. Patrick's Day, and welcome back to the Gamers Den, ladies and gentlemen. I'm, of course, your host, Ken Slipless, and today we got another page added into the Eternal Grimoire, or better known as the Book of Monsters, Ghosts, and Other Inhuman Creeps. Now, today, being that it's Patrick's Day, I flipped to the book and decided to bring in, a little good something. Lepracauns. Probably the most iconic piece of the old uh, St. Patty's Day. However, these things aren't as nice as you might think. They're benevolent little tricksters and part of Irish folklore as the Fae. These diminutive little creatures. Now, the pot of gold is one thing. It's a common lore. However, you can, you, if you catch a leprechaun, you get a wish. That's the old tale. But these things are actually kind of creepy once you look into them a bit more. They're usually about 2 inches high, but yeah, about the dog. Yeah, they're pretty small, diminutive little men, and usually they're either about that tall or they're about a foot tall. Depending on the tail. However, in media, they're a little bit taller. They can range from maybe a foot and a half to about 2 feet, and they range. Now, the leprechaun, of course, has magical powers. They can, they can teleport, disappear, um, and do all kinds of little craziness. There's a movie that's on Disney Plus. I can't remember the name of it, but it does have that. Um, Leprechauns are usually seen with like green everywhere with red beards and everything, and nice little dresses for the ladies. There are lady leprechauns in these stories. These things are benevolent little tricksters. So you better watch out. A big example of a leprechaun in media is, of course, the leprechaun from the franchise Leprechaun. Now, this one does take some liberties with it. He is weak to pretty much things that are considered lucky. Four-leaf clover, and all that. It actually will kill him in the first movie. Spoilers if you haven't seen that movie. I haven't seen that movie either, but even I know that movie doesn't look that much. Um, and of course, he's got benevolent power, like magical powers and everything. Another leprechaun, however, actually appears in Wabbit or the new Looney Tunes, which is kind of cool, very cool. Um, but he's a bad guy. He kind of reminds me a little bit of a biker a bit. Super cool though, super cool character. Go check those out. It's on HBO Max. Super cool. Um, Pecans don't normally appear in media much, in unless it's like a St. Patrick's Day episode. But these things are not as nice as you might think. Um, Unlike cherubs, which are angelic beings, these things aren't as these things are tricky. However, surefire way of getting rid of these things and pretty much every other fae. They are weak to iron. It burns them. So, like pure iron will burn them. So, super cool, super good way to get rid of them. And like with most creatures in this comprehensive list, approach with extreme caution, my fellow Helsings, little fellow monster hunters out there. Now, again, since St. Patrick's Day, I figured I'd do a video on this. Next St. Patrick's Day, I might do something different. I might do something more, another Irish folklore. It's funny, Leo actually has some Irish descent. I have Scottish descent, so does he. So it's kind of cool. No, I don't know too leprechaun, like big leprechauns, you know. But these things are as nice as you might think. Like cherubs, which kind of can be a little tricky to deal with, considering they're angelic beings, and we are mortals. We are mere mortals. Um, but yeah, during St. Patrick's Day, you see a lot of them in like greeting cards and all that. You have like various characters dressed up as them. Oh, there actually is one more. The Lucky Charms mascot, Lucky the Leprechaun. Now, this one is probably the best example of what a leprechaun is. You chase it for its gold, or in this case, Lucky Charms. And this guy is probably the most tricky of the cereal mascots. He's got magical powers, can disappear, and all sorts of other things. He's super tricky. I have got an itch in my nose, and I cannot scratch it on camera. Oy vey. I'm so sorry, guys. And as you can see, wearing green, so can't be pinched. That's I always try to wear something green. But other than that, guys, yeah, they're not as nice as you might think. Leprechauns aren't as nice as you might think, but there is iron. If you get pure iron, you're good. So try to keep a stockpile of that, just in case for these little bastards. But with that in mind, guys, I hope you like this video, and I hope you like this list that I'm making of the various creatures. Um, I actually have various lists on the channel made for your viewing pleasure, and this one just happens to be one of them. I'm making a digital copy of the Grim Reaper's book, old book. It's actually more like a bunch of them. It's like the Oxford Dictionary set, more like that, but like 10 times bigger. There's so many creatures and monsters and various subspecies and all sorts of other stuff. But yeah, guys, be sure to keep a lookout for more videos like this. Next month is April, and while I don't really have anything for April Fool's Day, that doesn't mean I don't have a monster cooked up specifically for that month. And you'll see what I mean when that month rolls around. But with that in mind, guys, be sure to like, share, subscribe for future videos. Put in the comments down below and tell me what you think of leprechauns. Do you think they're benevolent? Do you think, or do you think they're nice? Do you think they're vicious or nice? No. Hey. And tell me other leprechauns that you might know. I mean, I know Lucky, and I know the dude from Looney Tunes, and I know the iconic Leprechaun horror villain. I don't know too many of them anymore. Not too many more. Regardless, guys, be sure to keep sharing the videos with other friends, family. Keep making us grow a little bit stronger every day. With that in mind, guys, I've been King Lupus. This has been Gamers Den. Y'all been awesome, awesome people. Each and every one of you. See you all in the next one.